I told my mom and dad, please take me back to Vuong's.
That's great. What a testimonial that is, huh?
Yeah. So, you know.
That made you feel good, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It made me feel really good.
Bob Carr here for another episode of the Bob Carr Show. And in the studio today, I got Mr. Chen from Vuong's Martial Arts in the studio. And he's a living legend around here in martial arts. But more importantly about that, in my eyes and a lot of folks' eyes, is the self-esteem he instills in children, lots of children. And now the folks he trained years ago when they were teenagers, they're bringing their children in back for the same type of instruction in life. Mr. Chen, how are you, sir?
Good, Bob. Thanks for having me.
So what's happening in your world, sir? Well, you always have something exciting going on, and I'm interrupting you, but come on, let's go.
Right now, we're getting ready for our summer camps this year, and we're doing something a little bit different. You know, each year we've been doing for our summer camps for about 30 years now. So
wow.
We're going to change it up a little bit, add a little spice to it. Each week, we're going to have a theme week. Say like, first week it's going to be balloons. So we may do water balloons and then, you know, practice kicking and hitting the balloons and stuff like that. Then another week we'll have like Olympic training week, you know, Star Wars week and so on and so forth. So it'll be exciting for the kids. It'll be exciting for us too, because it'll be something totally new that we've never done before. So.
I got you. Kids will get a lot out of that.
Yeah.
So, Chen, are you still doing the after-school programs?
Yeah, it's our after-school program. We're having a great time with that, and, you know, the kids love it. And when they come, I tell them, you know, I want to make sure that they feel safe, they have a good time, and that, you know, they're learning and growing.
Right.
I have a story about a little boy. He came to our program for a while, and they had moved away, and then he came back. He's like, Master Chen, I beg my mom to come back because, you know, they feel safe there. They feel, I want them to feel like it's their home because they're with me every day, sometimes for 12 hours.
Wow.
A day, you know.
It's a good environment for the children.
Yeah, so we want them to feel safe and have fun. And he came back, Master Chen, I told my mom and dad, please take me back to Vuong's.
That's great. What a testimonial that is, huh?
Yeah. So, you know.
That made you feel good, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It made me feel really good because, you know, sometimes you just working
sure.
and doing stuff. And every once in a while, when somebody gives you a little pat on the back, especially, you know, somebody in your program,
sure.
you feel really good about that.
That's great. Yeah. That's a great story.
Feel like, you know, you're doing something. You know, I got a story for you. You know, our pipes burst at our school, and we had contractors come out, and they dug up the whole front parking lot into our median strip where we have lighting for our building. They tore it all up, and now I'm gonna need you to come back out to redo the outside lighting.
Reconnect
for
it
us.
all.
Yeah, for our building.
Okay.
And I was telling my wife about that, and she's like, honey, you know, make sure you have Bob come do our house too while he's at it. And I was like, okay, great.
Absolutely, Jen.
So, you know, I have to talk to Rose to, you know, coordinate a time for you guys to come out and look at our house too.
Okay.
And some of our neighbors have their lighting, and she's like, oh, I don't like that. I want Bob to do ours.
Okay. Be glad to. Be glad to, Jen.
So
appreciate you coming in today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. And
how can folks get a hold of you, Chen?
They could go to vuongs.com. That's our website, or they could call us at 410-721-4400.
Fantastic. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
And this wraps up another episode of the Bob Carr Show, and we'll see you guys next week with a new episode.